I'm here for the collective reading. I did a little decorating in my new little space here that I created. I put some of my sketches up for decoration. I'm very happy about it. Very happy about the sketches. I got lots of stuff going on these days. They're my collective friends. So yeah. And I'm gonna do today a collective love reading. Why not? Today is going to be, I am going to use my favorite animal deck. And this is Tara of Woodland Gardens. And it's by Jessica Ross. I got it on Amazon. This can be, it's not even that expensive. If you like animals as much as I do, it's fun. But yeah. We're gonna see what collective energies we got in the love sector. What's going on in people's love life? And it's a collective love reading, folks. Take what resonates. All right, Angel, I got it. So yeah, take what resonates, friends. It's not all gonna be. Everything's not gonna be about you. It might be for the next person. I don't know. That's generally how these things run. So, but yeah, the love energy today, it's like an in between. There's some heartache. There's closure. There's a lot of different stuff in the love energy today. There truly is, which is good. We don't want a lot of stuff in the love energy. So we'll start with Queen of Pentacles. Some of you guys are in the Queen of Pentacles, so let's put that up there. I just love these animal cards. They're like, I don't know, I always say I like the other deck, but I like this one just as well. Oh my lord. Some of you have Five of Pentacles in reverse, which could be a good thing. Because Five of Pentacles upright's not good. And the King of Wands in reverse. And I do this so you guys could see the little cards as I'm presenting them for each kind of thing here. And for my special decks, I like to get my different ones. So, but yeah, how's everybody doing today? I appreciate everybody who follows me. And I don't know, I feel good in my little space now. I feel like it's finally complete and good. I feel like some of that, it's like the theme where like some people are just in closure and some people are finally in acceptance. And sometimes it's hard to be in acceptance. It really is. Acceptance is a hard thing, collective. It is. It really is truly hard. It's something kind of got to rise up with. Alright. I quit cigarettes, folks, years ago, but every once in a while I just take a quick vape. But I have been drinking Zip Fizz. But let's get into this. Queen of Pentacles. Alright, Angel. Angel saying hello, guys. Alright. Well, let's get through the Pentacles. What page are they on? 139. I don't know, I like these because I feel like they have good meaning. And like you guys, like I always tell you guys, I'm a person of many words. I feel words have meanings, and I feel like this is a part of the energy. Honestly, today is people, the Queen of Pentacles. People have told you words that you were just, you don't know whether to believe them or not. And you're just like, oh my God. Alright, here's the King. There we go. Alright, Queen of Pentacles, folks. Here we go. It says, the red squirrel queen sits comfortably. Oh, there we go. The red squirrel queen sits comfortably atop her woodland throne, cradling a single pentacle. Surrounded by chestnuts and acorns, the queen's bounty is evidence of her careful preparation, as well as her generosity before winter arrives. She will store these gifts underground for all to share. A nurturing caretaker, she has gathered enough food to nourish her whole community. And that's how I like how they put all the cards and describe them. And upright, this means thanks to your careful preparation, you are ready to enjoy as well as share the fruits of your labor with those around you. Modeling charity and kindness will bring peace to your home. It's such a beautiful energy to be in, collective. It really is. Alright. Beautiful. I'm happy for you guys and the Queen of Pentacles. And then, so some of you guys are in the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I will read about the Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. And Five. I'm going to read it all because it's such a beautiful thing. I don't know, I might be looking for other decks with such beautiful meanings. I don't know. Maybe I'll look on Amazon. You guys know I love all my stuff. We got two deer, the younger of which is injured, struggle as they journey through the woods, searching for help, a better future. Five pentacles shine from the branches of the trees above them, reflecting the warmth and light of the rising sun. This card tends to appear when we are experiencing scarcity, but it also reminds us to hope. Resources are available and we need to only reach for them. The deer itself is a symbol of regeneration. Though it periodically sheds and loses its antlers, new ones grow in their place. I mean, we always say Five Pentacles, oh my God. See, the meaning of the Five Pentacles, when you read the meanings of the Woodland Wardens, it's not so horrible. But in reverse, it means the hardships you have faced will soon be resolved, and recovery and stability are on the way. Yes, recovery and stability are on the way for you, collective. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. Put that one over there. And then we got King of Wands in reverse. So let's look for the Wands. I like this author. They have a lot of good stuff here. Alright, Wands are 49. Alright. 49. Oh, here we go. Alright, and this is the King of Wands in reverse. let's read about that energy. Because I'm going to do 3 energies in this love reading. I'm going to try to do another video today because I just feel like I got a lot of energy here. Here we go. King of Wands. The King of Wands is a salamander creature said to have been birthed from flames. And it says, Aristotle wrote of salamanders' mastery over fire, and Pliny and Elder even claimed the creature could extinguish a blaze. The salamander is no stranger to Terra, originally appearing on the throne of the King of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Kings appear when leadership is thrust upon us. The King of Wands is noted for his charisma, intelligence, enthusiasm. He looks out upon his kingdom with furrowed brow, preparing to make the tough decision. Alright, and then this one is reversed. So the reversed meaning of this is there is nothing wrong with a bit of ambition, but ruthlessness and ego can easily run the show. Power is exciting, but it must be earned through hard work and maintaining a trust. This is part of the energy too, collective. If you feel like you identify with those 3 energies, these may be the readings for you. So, I'm going to move on. I'm going to hit this. This is just by nicotine vape. I'm in work mode today. I finally got my little workspace and stuff done. Alright, I feel compelled to take some from the Wild Mystic also to help you guys out in your love energies. I feel like there's a lot of troubles in your love energies. I do. This is more like a let's be happy day. I'm not trying to say, I mean, I did not have any visions of women crying and stuff today. Thank God. These are not energies I like to have. No, they're not. Not at all. So let's read from the Wild Mystic, because sometimes I feel like when we're in these love energies, we always think the wrong thing. We always think life is ending. Because maybe somebody you were with decided they wanted to be with someone else. Or maybe they just didn't want to be with you and then found somebody else. But whatever the case, sometimes things just happen. And sometimes it's for a higher purpose. And we really have to... from my experience, you have to just kind of accept what comes along. So, that's what I have. And then we'll cut this 3 times. Alright, somebody got is in death energy here. We got death with this Wild Mystic. Some of you guys are going with death. Then there's stillness. And then we got freedom in reverse. That's a heavy energy here, guys. I'm just going to put these cards up as I read these from the Wild Mystic. You guys all know that I like to make use of all my stuff. If I buy it, I'm going to make use of it. That's it. I'm pulling out all of my oracle and everything like this cards. Because I feel when we're discussing our feelings and such, that these are things that is kind of like it's our shadow. And we all gotta make sure at one point in our life we gotta let our ego go. And when we let our ego go, I feel that it's almost like you don't know which way is up when your ego goes. I had let my ego go years ago. But some people hold on to their ego longer. I mean, everybody's different. I'm not perfect. I'm not collective. I'm going to tell you, I've been a doormat a lot of times in my life. I've been in my ego when I was younger. So I identify with people in these energies. I do. That's why I'm trying to help you guys. Because I just feel like sometimes it's just nice to hear that somebody kind of gives a crap about you, if that makes any sense. But anyways, we're going to go into this death. So, and I guess death is death over here. There, Busy says hi. Alright, I don't know if that's a moth. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know, we're just gonna go here, but yeah. Discussing love and all this, love is a battlefield, like Pat Benatar used to say. This is why you should not rush into love. I feel like some of you guys rush into it. And you say, I need a man, I need a woman, I need a partner, I need somebody. And do you really need somebody? That's the thing. Because I don't think people really need people. I think we just like to have people, but do you really need people? That's the thing. I really don't think you need anybody. I think what you need is balance. I have no clue what animal this is supposed to be, so we're just going through the entire deck and I'll be surprised. So I'll just babble because this is just a fun reading. And that's it. This is fun. This is me helping you guys. But yeah, it's not good to be a doormat, yet it's not good to be extreme on the other side. You have to you got to be that in between. And it's hard to find balance in that in between. It is so hard to find. It's a moth. This is a moth. Would you have figured out? I mean, I would have never guessed this was a damn moth. It's Mothman. Okay. And some of you, this represents you guys, this moth card. So listen up. The word death may at first cause you discomfort, but in natural world, death is an essential part of rebirth, new growth, and sustaining life. You may choose to view this card as a representation of physical death. Understand that it also signifies symbolic death. This card means the end of a journey, the end of a relationship, or the end of an attachment. It may also represent the end of one path and movement on to the next. When the moth is known as a creature of shadow and night, we must remember that it is always seeking out the light. Leaves may fall and rot, into the earth, but their decay feeds new growth. This card may symbolize hope and happiness in the face of life-changing events or endings, or a new beginning after a life-changing event. The Moth card may be urging you to let go of old thoughts, traumas, and anxieties that stagnate your mind, or to cut bad habits from your life that may be holding you back from real change. I mean, if that resonates with you, are you? You could be. I mean, the energy, I picked up on somebody that's going through this. I mean, if this is true, I mean, only you can tell me that answer, or just tell yourself the answer. And this really isn't about me or me knowing this. It's about me picking up the energy and bringing understanding to your situation. I like to call this spiritual therapy. We're calling it spiritual therapy at this point. A change is on its way, whether we like it or not. Perhaps we are not prepared. Looking forward and towards the future can be scary and unnerving, especially when we are unsure of the route we must take. The moth may fly too close to a flame and burn. A life-changing event may be on its way. Your elements in this is air and spirit. The flora is alder, blue ball, cypress, elder, and willow. The stones are chiastole, amethyst, and hyalite. Alright, the spell work, and you should do this on yourself. You never do spell work on other people, okay? Because it has really bad repercussions. I don't care what Google says. Don't ever do spell work on other people because it will bite you in the ass. It's not good to do. It's Samhain ritual, funeral blessings, ancestor work, speaking to those beyond available, blessings, a new beginning after a big life change, dealing with grief. And this is your spell work. And really, spell work I like to think of as prayer. Really, if you just pray and just say, please, can I talk to my ancestors? And maybe you burn a little incense. Maybe you burn a little that. But if you're doing it on yourself, it absolutely doesn't have bad effects, I guess you could say. Alright, now we're going to deal with the stillness card, because the energy is picking up people that are in stillness. So let's look up stillness. I think it was over here when I didn't even know what the hell that thing was. There you go, the Heron. Alright, the Heron, stillness. This card represents stillness and serenity. Unlike Bear, who inspires physical rest, the Heron card signals psychological and spiritual rest. The heron is a fishing bird who relies on stillness to catch prey. As they wait patiently in a calm pond, the water becomes grassy and still. Their balance upon their stalk-like legs inspires harmony, centering, and tranquility. This card urges you to stop and take a moment to center yourself. It is a card for meditation, mindfulness, reflection, and grounding. In Korea, the heron is a symbol of grace and transcendence above the mundane world. The heron on the ground is associated with earth and waters around them. But as they take flight into the boundless air, they transcend the physical. If you have been too grounded in the material or focused on the physical, then this card urges you to look higher. If the bodily reality of a situation is too definite and painful right now, focus on mental journeys might be safe and healing. Out of body experiences, visualization, and higher consciousness may be calling to you as ways to get through present situation. This card also represents those born under the Western zodiac sign of Aquarius. So this, I mean, maybe you guys, there's some Aquariuses out there that's going through this energy, and this card signifies it. As the heron strikes and plucks a fish from the water, the splashes of chaos take over and ripple out. Stillness may be calm before the storm. Alternately, the ripples of someone else's chaos may be threatening to surge into your world. That's the shadow reading. So someone's chaos is trying to come into your world, collective. If you resonate with the stillness and the heron. And the elements are air and water. The flora is cypress, reed, lily of the valley, and magnolia. The stones are moss, agate, blue calcite, and chrysola and jade. The spell work is promoting inner calm and peace, and quelling fear and doubt. And this is upon yourself. Don't get it twisted. Don't do any dark things, because that's going to come right back at you, collective. Oh, God. All right, then we got freedom in reverse. What the heck is this? I don't even know what this is, so I'm gonna babble till I find it. Sometimes these are mythological creatures in this. Sometimes they are. Oh, God. They are sometimes. So let's go this way. I don't even know what to call this creature. It's an easy one. It's probably an ancient creature. Okay. It's a narwhal. Okay, this is a narwhal. Okay. Alright, it says this card represents freedom and independence. The narwhal is a mysterious creature from the icy ocean. Long ago, their tusks were sought after for magical purposes, and they were often associated with mythical unicorn. Even today, we have little understanding of their impressive singular tusks. The theory is they might be used for communication. We do not know that narwhals are elusive and do not do well in captivity, which adds to their natural mystique. This card is one of liberty, independence, and not allowing yourself to be tied down. The narwhal evokes magic, power, and spirit. It is knowing your own power and celebrating it through expression, individuality, and uniqueness. The narwhal card is freedom from commitment, earthly ties, and responsibility, allowing you to swim in the deep oceans under an icy blue moon. This card is a symbol of adventure, travel, and journeys to find yourself and the power within. It is hope and liberty after a period of restraint and inhabitation. Now, the shadow reading is just as a narwhal has gained mystique and reverence through its elusiveness, you may be clinging to the dark and mysterious image you have created by keeping your distance and not connecting with people. Don't be afraid to open yourself up to warmth, vulnerability, and companionship. These waters are far colder when you are alone. The element is water. Flora is rue, and it's streliza, barberry, healthier, or heather, and sea holly. And the stones are golden marl, uva rovat, and I'm probably pronouncing these really bad, collective, and I'm sorry. And lepidolite and sunstone. And the spell work is moving on from an acrimonious breakup. Okay. People moving on from breakups. Blessing a child or loved one, moving home, or travel magic. This is kind of where this goes. So, I want to say, since this is in reverse, and this is talking about don't be, you guys have opened yourself up, and you were in this energy, but you opened yourself up. I'm so glad, collective. I am. We're going to take that as you learned. We moved on. We learned. I'm going to go through all my little oracle decks because I paid for these. So, these I like to do for fun. I enjoy that, even though I'm not getting paid over here, this is something I enjoy doing. I enjoy helping people. I do. I enjoy helping you guys. I think you guys rock, and I'm not done. I have more stuff. Honestly, I was saying that I wasn't going to buy any more little oracle cards, but I think I might because I like doing these self-help kind of things along with your person might have done this and that, yada yada. I like to help people that maybe are just going through oh my god. Jeez, all these fell. Are going through a time of remembrance. Maybe they're going through shadow work. I mean, we all go through stuff. I'm gonna go pick up this. But yeah, we all go through stuff. We go through sometimes too much stuff. Since these all fell on the floor, we're gonna just use some of these to kind of get a reading of how you guys, what happened or what kind of went on in your energy. What you're thinking, what's inside your head. That's what I like to call these cards. And they always fly the other way. I don't know what it is about these cards. These cards wanted to be found. Let's just put it that way. All of these cards wanted to be found, collective. Every single one of them. So let's put them out. Let's put them out. Move about our day. Okay, what's on your guys' mind? What happened? What happened to you? Why are you struggling with love? Who said what to hurt your feelings? Or what's going on? Or what would your guys' people say to you? Let's go and do that. We got, you are not part of my plan. Right here. Some of these people have told you that. The spirits told me to grab these. They told you guys, you are not part of my plan. Well, what plan did they have? I mean, let's keep it real. Some of you guys were with your people for a long time or a short time, but you were with them. So, who are they to say if they were part of your plan or not? Some of you guys, somebody said that. To be nice. All the famous breakup lines through history. I just want to be friends. I still want to be friends. No. Yeah, maybe in the future, but let me get through my shit. That's what I say. And he says, I pretend that I don't care. Some of y'all peoples are saying, I pretend. They're over there just sulking, pretending they don't care. That's the bottom line. You know what? Let them. Let them. Let them pretend they don't care, because you know what? They do deep down, and they gotta live with it. They gotta live with the fact that you know there's something going on. And you know what? Pretty soon you might not care. Maybe they didn't think of that. And it says, I don't want to know. They don't want to know how you feel because they think that, you know what, you probably had enough. And maybe after a while you're going to sit there and say, I don't want you. You're going to throw the same line back to them. They know it. They know it, collective. I mean, who doesn't? When they come back around, what are you going to do? I don't know. I thought we were just friends. You're going to be sarcastic. You're going to throw that shit right back in their face with doing that sassy stuff. And then unaware. Some of them are unaware. I've been showing my lack of interest, but you've been ignoring all the signals. They're blaming you on ignoring signals. Ain't that a bunch of bullshit? This is what some of these people do, collective. And if if you resonate with any of this and it's happened to you, maybe this is your reading. And I'm here for the people that are actually healing. This is a healing session. We're getting truths out. I'm not going to leave you and say this and that and then leave you at nothing. No, I'm going to get all my cards out to help you. Then we got wondering. I often wonder if you feel the same. They're over there wondering if you feel the same, as they're probably snuggling up to someone else. That's what's going on. You know what? If they want to wonder if you're feeling the same, maybe they shouldn't have effing left. Maybe they shouldn't have. Maybe. Then we got open-minded. I'm open to exploring things with you, but I can't make any promises. This is my favorite one. This is what some of your people are saying. They're saying they want to just see how things would go, but they don't want to commit to anything because they want to just guard themselves and they don't want to take responsibility for their own actions. That's what that line means, collective. That's exactly what it means. Don't fall for it. Don't. Because what does it get you in the end? Nowhere, nothing. And then some of your guys, people, let's get another one. Tell us, spirits, what else is there people saying to them, or what's behind the veil, what they're saying. I hope you're happy for me. Some of them are saying you're happy for them. So, I guess in the future you may be happy for them, but I know damn well you're not happy for them right now. I mean, if you're going through a fresh 10 of swords, 3 of swords, whatever, it sucks either way. It really effing does. I mean, when you're going through any kind of that, it sucks. You know? And you're calling your friends, and sometimes your friends don't want to hear it. Because people get tired of hearing you, but the thing is, you're feeling a lot of pain. And when you're going through a lot of pain, people have a tendency to ignore you. Like you have the plague. So, let's go through this one here. This is just my basic tarot. Just to get some other energies of you guys. Me and my mini cards. I might even do another collective love reading. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just not tired tonight. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning as I'm doing this reading. I'm just excited about my new room. I get a lot of peace in here. I feel peaceful in this room. I got my little air conditioner that gives out water mist. And it works out well. Alright. I'm going to cut this. Oh my god, I can't even make this up. We got some of you guys here. Ten of Swords in reverse. Recovery, regeneration, over dramatizing, self pity, victim mentality, denial, and avoidance. Don't deny it if it's here. Y'all, some of y'all are in the Ten of Swords, but you're denying it. It wouldn't have appeared if you weren't. Then we got here the King of Swords. Some of y'all are in the King of Swords with this. Clarity, truth, powerful, courageous, desirous, ruling, firm, conviction, objective, decisive, and logical. Some of all of you are just sitting in the King of Swords. The cards don't lie. This is a collective reading, folks. Take it as it resonates to learn. Then we got strength for y'all. Strength. And this is, strength, courage, persuasion, influence, compassion, taming, control, overcoming self-doubt. Congratulations. To all of y'all in this Ten of Swords in reverse. Just so you know, you still gotta do your shadow work. I'm sorry. It's life. You must do y'all shadow work. It's necessary. Necessary to do the shadow work, my friends. Alright, we're gonna find out why the Ten of Swords, clarifying love situations. Got so many cards. Yes. I'm just on a roll today now that I'm finally done with tons of cleaning and everything else. Ugh. Thrown away a lot of stuff. Spring cleaning. Gotta love spring cleaning, folks. You gotta love spring cleaning. Yes. Springtime is here. Alright, for all y'all in this Ten of Swords in reverse. This is Ten of Swords in reverse, yeah. I'm gonna take this over here. What is going on with y'all? Why you in Ten of Swords in reverse? What happened? What happened? What's your problem? Crossed paths. Alright, we got a mismatch of intentions, clashing perspectives, a journey misled by misled sixth alignment. Alright. You got dumped because you crossed paths with somebody and you were unaligned. So you're unhurt. You're gonna have to face that truth, I guess. And then King of Swords. What happened here? Why is everybody in the King of Swords here? Well, this is good. This is a positive one. You just gotta go through it. Go through that dark night of the soul, my friends. Go through it. It's good for your soul. Pray. Ask God to take away your pain. He will. I asked God to take away my pain. He took away my pain. Oh, yes. God takes away all of your pain if you let Him. If y'all sit there and you don't give a damn and say there is no God and you take it a negative way, it ain't going to be a good day in divine court for y'all. Alright, then we got the King of Swords. Why the King of Swords? Silent reminiscence. And it says, amid the uncertainty, love has the power to rebuild trust. Okay. There you go. You know, the trust was broken. Maybe somebody cheated on you guys, but maybe it wasn't so bad and it wasn't done so methodical that it can be saved. Things can be saved in life. They really, really can. It's if you plan to do the effort. I know it sounds terrible, but yeah. It depends on what effort was put forth. Alright, now let's go with strength. I'm loving you guys on these two energies. But yeah, whoever's in this Ten of Swords, you're gonna have to go through it. I'm sorry. Spirit's just telling me it's something everybody has to go through, and you just gotta deal with it. You know, we all go through it. I mean, I say this out of love. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I say things out of love. I don't say things from a place of ego. I say it out of literal love. And you guys are wonderful, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, we got it. And the strength one, we got Beyond Compare, which is not a bad card to have, because y'all have good thing. Don't compare your love to anyone else. It is unique. Somebody didn't think you were unique, but you know what? You are unique, collective. You're wonderful. You are. You are. I mean, everybody's wonderful in their own way, but don't let anybody tell you that you're not good. Don't let anybody tell you that you suck or whatever. Because you know what? The fact that they're saying it means they suck. That's the bottom line. Anybody who would tear you down for no damn reason, that's what they get. That is what they get. I'm here to say that is what they get, because y'all are wonderful people. I'm gonna put these ones up here. Start rearranging this. It's nice to have a nice little area here. And then let's go on another card deck. Wild Mystic, we already went through that. I'm gonna leave that here by my woodland friends. I love my woodland friends. You guys know how much I love my woodland friends. Alright, let's get some suggestion from the friendly dead. From the ancestors. Let's find out this. I got my ancestor cards. Let's see what advice the ancestors have for you guys. Got that going on too. Love these ancestor cards. They're so pretty. I love the gold backing on them. Yes, I do. I do. Yeah, you guys are wonderful. Don't think just because maybe they left you for somebody that was prettier. Or you know, physically more attractive. But you know what? Looks fade. And what do they got left? Even if, let's say they left you for someone because of a money situation. You know, what's money? What is money? Let's just come and think of this. Money is nothing. Are you going to take it with you when you die? You guys are wonderful. You don't need to depend on anybody for anything. Alright, I'm going to read what this says a lot. Limelight is a suggestion that the ancestors want you to know. Academic. And then we have active love, self-care. We're going to read all of these for you guys. I'm going to read all these. I say we because my ancestors are always with me. Me and my ancestors want you to know this. They absolutely want you to know this. And this is what they want to say to you. My ancestors are cool. I think they're cool. Anyways, we got Limelight. Let's put that over here, and I will look it up in this handy dandy book I have because my ancestors rock. I think these are the ones that go in alphabetical order, thank God. Well, let's look this up here. Where's that eels? There we go. There's labor. Here we go, Limelight. Let's read Limelight for y'all. I'm going to do this. It's a long one. Alright. Lights, camera, action. Limelight focuses on an individual or ancestor who takes center stage in some area of their life. Let me see here. Here, let me get me a bookmark over here. Alright, lights, camera, action. Limelight focuses on an individual or ancestor who takes center stage in some area of their life. Honored or dishonored. They've been documented, photographed, lauded, and applauded, or inducted into a Hall of Fame or shame. Maybe this is someone who had a lot of talent and star quality to bird, but missed their calling. Their story is legend. Alternately, limelight examines your own comfort level in the spotlight as opposed to remaining frozen in the wings of happy or concealed behind the scenes. Only the true you knows if you should, woulda, coulda, if not for immobilizing fear of rejection or ridicule or the risk of stirring up other people's jealousy. Low vibrational behavior, it happens after all. Success and recognition can churn up your life like a snow globe. You'll either thrive in adulation or praise swirl and magically around you, or withdraw as it stirs up old memories and wounds. The beloved deadline light says, never dim your light to accommodate those who are stuck in the shade. There'll be others who will be grateful for what you have to give. Go ahead and hit your mark. The spotlight is on you. You'll be adored. That's a nice, beautiful message from the ancestors. And then we got here, academic. We'll see what this is. I love these cards. They're so positive. So positive. I love the positiveness in these. Alright. Academic here. We're gonna, here he is with his little angel wings right there. Books, pens, and paper, and a nice hot cup of something. This is the refrain of academic, our beloved dead of letters. This soul is blessed with vast and rich inner landscape. They're inner worldly and reside comfortably in their heads. You'll know them immediately by an almost palpable intelligence and the innate ability to be alone in a crowd. To paraphrase a line in the movie The Little Man Tate, it is not what they know, it is what they understand. Comfortable in a cardigan and deeply uncomfortable with anything that restricts their need to recede. You can admire them from afar. Academic also reflects the energy of a lifelong student who continually strives for higher education in their chosen field or area of interest. It's the card of academia, teachers, mentors, writers, editors, mathematicians, architects, and voracious readers, complex and cerebral souls with an unapologetic seriousness when it comes to the poetry of perfection, introspection, and insulation. If you receive this card, the academic card is inspiring you to sharpen your pencils and put a penny in your loafers. No time like the present to crack open the book with those files and pursue the path of writing, study, or training. Crack open your pencils. That's what the ancestors say. Why not? I love writing poems and stuff. And then we have act of self-care. Let's get that. I love the pictures. I think they're beautiful. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like to just always be on one side of everything, if it means anything. I like to see things from all aspects. I do. Alright. Where is this at? Okay, self care. We'll look for self care. I wasn't seeing it in the A's. I feel like just because we, instead of committing, saying, oh my god, somebody's doing this, maybe we should like help people. You know, understand why they're in the Ten of Swords or this or that. Or how to get out of it. You know? Something. I have never had acts of self care, so it's not in the A, so let's just go one by one, I guess. My ancestors are telling me that you guys are truly wonderful. Let me look here. It's the little girl sniffing that. Alright. Okay, maybe it's in a different section. Hang on. Maybe they're saying, alright, let me look under this. This is such a different kind of thing here. Okay, that's up here, that's why. Okay. Active love cards. Duh. Alright. Self care. That's why I wasn't finding a collective. But yeah, you guys, you'll be alright. And I'm going to do most of these because I'm going to try to do more of these because I always feel this energy pulling of depression. And I'm the person that doesn't want to just tell you guys, oh, this was, be happy, this person is getting this or that. In the end, you have to heal. And sometimes all you have is yourself. Alright, and this one is self-care. Healers, nurturers, and caregivers have the innate blessing of companion, empathy, and altruistic service. You do for others because you can, and because it's virtually impossible for you to just not care. When, however, you go to your well of inspiration and energy to find it low, or heaven forbid dry, there's a need to reasonably manage and restore this resource. It's often easier to be selfless with others rather than sternly appraising time and energy directed solely on self. Time spent on self seems like being selfish, yet in spirit of self-care, the act of love card asked that you be selfless with yourself. Give yourself time, full attention, and love that you need to be whole. Direct these numerous gifts of compassion, kindness, unconditional love inward where they can heal, replenish you emotionally and spiritually, mentally, physically, and vibrationally. By continuing a regimen of self negation or depleting your energetic stores, you're running yourself to the ground. The beloved dead know your heart, and they surround you with support. They ask that you flip that neon open for business sign to closed for renovations. Assume to your own feelings and needs, and dedicate to a beautific act of self-love. Some of you gotta start learning self-love. Self-love is something I had to learn. We all are not above learning. None of us. Even people that are intuitive are not above learning. And no one's above God. So, it's okay to hurt, it's okay to cry. But it's not okay to be bitter about it. That it is not. Don't take it to a dark place. That pretty much is what I'm saying. Take it to a place where you're happy about things. If you're not happy about something, find out why. And of course, sacred geometry. I had to have this one. Yeah, I mean, I love math. And I was like, sacred geometry? Hell yeah! Let's go with sacred geometry. So, Oracle deck, yes. Yes. Okay, I get too excited about this. This is the kind of readings I enjoy doing. I really love doing oracle readings. They are my favorite kind of readings, folks. I loves them. I actually was going to look into buying another pack of oracle cards. I feel like I can help more people with oracle readings. Honestly, to me, it just seems better. I feel like in this world we get less help. You know, we do. We get less help in the world. I feel like sometimes the world's against a lot of people. Alright, we got here duality. The world in the universe, folks, is ran with numbers. Numbers control the world. And math does. Transmutation. I'm going to do 3 from here. And Dode Cathodian. Dodecahedron. Alright. Let's read from these. I've never ran those 3. I don't know, I'm in love with the Sacred Geometry deck. I mean, it does a lot of... You can do a lot of healing with Sacred Geometry. Yes, you can. It's like Bob the Builder. Can you do it? Yes, I can. Alright, let me pull this. The duality. So I get the right one and kind of keep on course here. It says 6. I think these are in perfect order here. Okay, these are the spreads, and I already have a bookmark there, so... Yeah, these I like because they're here. I love doing oracle readings, folks. Oh my god. If you guys like oracle readings, they're like my favorite thing to do. Favorite. Love them. Love them. Alright, duality. Polarity and separation. Right here. Now that I got it, I'll put it back over here so you guys can look at it. We're right here. Anyways, separation from the natural world and our own nature has been the guiding force of civilization for a very long time. Polarity and division have manifested as dichotomy and prejudice and oppression. This pretense of otherness and separation has left modern humans disconnected from themselves, and has left many with constant tension, fear, and hopelessness. This card speaks to understanding and releasing feelings of separation, grief, or fear. There are times in our lives when feelings of separateness and isolation overwhelm our sense of serenity and wholeness. A place for grief exists in the healing process, as long as we understand that it is part of the movement towards healing, and it does not become a stuck place of pain and suffering. Quantum physics and confirmation of ancient philosophies provides proof that we are not separate and alone, but connected physically and energetically to everything in the universe. The duality card asks you to see separation and how it is affecting your life, and then to rediscover within yourself the joy and connectiveness that is the true nature of reality. The duality card has no reversal aspect. You know, maybe some of you needed to hear that. I mean, sometimes once you hear something and you just recalibrate, you feel so much better. You do. You really do. And then we have 44, transmutation. And that's 44. So I'm going to look for page 44 and read that from you. Because I know that not everybody's blowing their money on these cards like me. So I'm here to help you. Because I feel your energy. My beautiful collective. Alright, transmutation. That's what I have. Dynamic change. Alright, we got 106 on the timer. This card reflects multiples of six-sided geometry. It is space, power, time transmuted by consciousness. Represented are energy's forms, fire and lightning, nuclear and solar, all active and dynamic, but transmuting form to something very new. Pulling this card suggests that there is a dynamic change at work in your life. This change is beyond what you have experienced before and promises to transmute the very core of your being into someone you might not recognize from your present perspective. When time and space are viewed as holographic rather than linear, or as Hopi tradition as the river on which one can travel forward and backward, it becomes clear that any event has more than one positive outcome. Quantum physics tells us that observer affects the outcome of the experiment. Metaphysical thought further suggests that by our intentions we create our own future. All views indicate that we are individuals have an effect on the holographic nature of reality. Once you realize and learn to utilize this function of intention, you have a responsibility for not only the consequences of your behavior, but also the consequences of your thoughts. Know you are a powerful being of intention. Pay attention to all your thoughts. Transmute the ones that trouble you or cause fear. By transmuting fear, we are helping to usher in unity, consciousness, heart connection, and compassion. There is no reversal aspect to this. Transmute some of that pain. If somebody does you wrong, it might feel bad. Center yourself. Just close your eyes, but go get some air. Go grab a cigarette, whatever, you know. Just don't grab anything crazy. Gotta grab a cigarette, transmute that shit. Transmute it. You will feel so much better. I do it all the time. I do. I still got work to do with that back here. I've been transmuting me to have a peaceful space. I'm getting there, collective. And I hope I reached somebody today. I really do. Because I really want to help you guys. Alright, in this 57 and Dode Kachidron. See, all my cats are saying they love you. Alright, 57. I've actually studied all this myself when I was going through bad stuff. And honestly, it helps. It helps bring you to a higher vibration. This is... I might even do that. Love readings to elevate you to a higher vibration. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because everything I do is out of love for you to be on a higher vibration. Am I in the right one? It says 57, 57. Okay. It looks different over here. I'll show you the picture. It looks really different. It's Mayan. It's the Mayan dream. 21. Okay. Is that 21? It says 57. Alright, I think we got a different card. Alright. You know, I'm just going to read it anyways. There was a reason I came to this, so at this point, maybe someone need to hear about the Mayan dream. I got the wrong page, but somebody needed to hear it. This is what it looks like, the card. I'm going to read it just because Spirit wants me to read it to somebody that needs help. It says, spirals compose the most basic geometry of life and speak to us on a level of our deepest knowing. Spirals both curve and move in an angular fashion. This card contains both curved and angular spirals. The design at the top and sides is painted on a wall in the ruined Mayan city of Palenque in Chiapas, Mexico. It is a symbolic of the beginning of germination, the essence and the seed from which all life springs. And in the background, it is a temple of inscriptions. This temple contains the tomb of Mayan king Pakal the Great. Those sarcophagus have been the subject of much research and conjecture. In choosing this card, you are asked to enter dream time and find the inner journey of your spiritual beginnings. As spirals are the purest form of moving energy, you can travel to the spiral dream journey to the level of subatomic particles, which then reveal their spiral vortices. You can also travel to galaxies watching the magnificent dance as they go spinning through space. This is a dream that connects microism and macroism. This is the dream that will help you realize your place in the universe, not small or significant, but an integral part of a glorious whole. By connecting through sacred geometry and tension, and spirit will find yourself better able to create your dreams in this reality. Alright. And if you guys are this, it says, if you have removed yourself from the pain and the problems, but you have lost your connection to the flow of the universe, release your pain and reconnect. Feel the oneness with every quanta of energy and every sparkling star. Mayan dream. Alright, now we're looking for 57. Yeah, everything has a reason, my friends. Everything has a reason. Alright, 57. Okay, why do I go all the way down here? Alright, here we go. Now I got the right one. I got the one for this one that Spirit wanted you guys to hear. The Dia Dodecahedron is one of the 5 three-dimensional geometric shapes commonly called platonic solids, each equal angles, edges of equal length, equal faces, which will each fit within a sphere. These shapes hold cosmic wisdom within their structure. The dodecahedron has 12 equal 5-sided faces. This geometric solid embodies divine thought and will at its archetype of life and fidelity, make visible of its heaven, ether, prana, and female. Choosing this card connects you with the divine thought and with the realization of the universally of oneness. Consciously move into your breath and connect with the prana force that resides there. Feel yourself moving away from the concept of duality, which modern culture tells us is the way of the world, into an experience of the oneness and unity of all life. Breathe deeply and experience the feeling of oneness within your being. Visualize what this unity will look like in your present life and how the shift you are making will aid all of humanity in the intentional evolution from polarity consciousness to unity consciousness. Hold this image to your heart and feel your emotional truth in the shift. You feel at odds with yourself and refuse to see the oneness of it all. Conflict seems the name of the game. Stop and listen to your thoughts. Quiet your mind and ask yourself whether the effects of the conflict are serving a purpose, or whether they are perhaps a lesson asking you to learn how to resolve differences and return to harmony. This is what Spirit wanted you guys to know. I think it's a beautiful meaning. To me, I don't know. I like the oracle readings. I get sometimes confused when, I'm not gonna lie, when people say, if you feel or resonate with this reading, sometimes I get confused as hell. I like to just be one with myself and kind of let life flow as it's gonna flow. But it's just me. But yeah. I'm gonna label this. I don't even know, sure. We're just gonna label this healing. I don't know, healing for the, I don't know, I'm just gonna label it or love oracle readings. Because this is literally an oracle reading for self-healing. I'm gonna put love oracle readings for self-healing, and we're just gonna put it there. And I appreciate you guys if you listen to the end. I know it's a very long video, and I know it's not all gossipy. So, and I do love each and every one of y'all, and part of my mission is to put everybody at a higher vibration. Instead of just saying you're karmic, you're this, you're that. My mission is to make everybody united and one with the universe. And I appreciate you guys for listening to me. And if you like these videos, like and subscribe. And I'll probably be doing more because this is more of what I do. And I don't mind doing this. I feel it's a lot more fun. So I'm going to let you guys go. And I appreciate everything you guys do. I appreciate everything you do for me. I appreciate you only listen to me once. If it affects one person, I'm eternally grateful for that. And I guess that's about it. I'm going to start stacking some of these cards up here that I always put for my situational ones. But I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I hope that my words have helped you. Because I really do kind of try to do things to help people instead of just having gossip streams. I don't like gossip streams. I don't. But you guys have a great day. I'm gonna put my table back over here and like and subscribe and hugs and kisses. Hearts for y'all. And I will see you later.